Hello and happy Monday. I was just thinking right now as I was getting on here. Just a second, I don't think I'm live just yet. It takes a few seconds to actually say, okay, you're now live. So I was just getting on here and I don't think I put a title in there, but right now I'm going to share my weekly thrifted finds. And so what I had found kind of over the week from my last share. And I have bleach on this sweatshirt. It's one of my favorite sweatshirts, but it's now a paint shirt, you know, because you think I would learn over the years to put on like some kind of apron or just always grab your paint shirt or when I'm doing different projects. But no, I usually just think, oh, I just have to do this little thing or I just have to put a little bit of paint here. I have to put whatever. So most of my clothes have some paint on it somewhere. Anybody else do that? Why don't I learn? I don't know. It's just always, usually I'm working here or like out in the garage, or it's just like, just those little things that you think it's going to take like 3 seconds and then you spill the paint or you get bleach on your shirt or whatever. So anyway, I actually found some fun things. I found some of this stuff at Restore. So I know that some of you have Restores, which is, everybody asks what's a Restore. So it's actually like a Habitat for Humanity store. They usually have a lot of building supplies or people drop off. A lot of the Restores that we've been in other places don't have a lot of this little kind of stuff that I have found at ours. It's usually more building materials. So like boxes of tile, wood pieces, trim, doors, like those kinds of things, sinks, faucets, you know, toilets, those kinds of things, which are great when you're flipping a house because they're usually less expensive. But ours does have from time to time some good things that are not overpriced. It's also usually overpriced at our Restores. Thrift stores too, like yes, just like you guys are telling me, our thrift stores are jacking up their prices as well. So I feel like there used to be like 88 cents was their like lowest price, which is actually higher than what it used to be way back in the day. It's kind of like the Target dollar area. Anybody? I will always call it the dollar area because I don't know, Bullseye's Playground just doesn't roll off the tongue as easy, but it's like the $5 area now, $10 area, $7 area at Target. So kind of the same thing. So anyway, I shared a couple of these things in stories, but I'm going to share them here too for anybody that missed them. I love these lamb's ear, faux stems. So around Christmas time, I actually made Christmas trees with these. I took them apart, and so I wanted to make more. I only had enough I think I only got one tree done. So when I found these, I kept saying to myself, if I find them at a thrift store or a yard sale, I'm buying more because I love the way they look. It kind of looked like Christmas trees with snow on them. I love them the way they are too, so I will put these in a vase or something. But I wanted to find, and I found this huge, it's massive, you guys. I don't even know how many stems are here. They were bunched together and taped together. So I think like I bought 4. I bought what they had, but always look in your stems. I found some great ones here recently. So I've been sharing those. Okay, this is another thing. So I always share shop all year round. So shop for Christmas now or during this Christmas season. If you find something for spring or summer, pick it up, especially if it's a good price, obviously. But like this thing, I always look for these kinds of wind chime things. Sorry, I'm getting some messages come down here. I will never use this as a wind chime, but these bells are amazing at Christmas. So I am just gonna, I thought this one was just gonna come right off. I will not clip this part, but I will clip this part and I will take all of these off, you guys. And then you add these to wreaths, or I can just make a small garland with them, but they look like old antique bells. And I have found many, many, many wind chimes like this. These are actually the first ones I have found with the bigger bells. Usually they're the small, like triangle bells on them. So I was super excited to find this, but look at the wind chimes. What was I calling this? Did I call it a wind? before. I mean, it's pretty, it sounds, but I will never use it like this, but I will definitely use these around the holidays. So I need to take those off. Okay. And then I loved this. So it's a little basket, but it looks like a nest as well. So perfect for spring. This would be really pretty with, if you guys, did I post that video today? I shared it in stories. I was at Target this weekend and I shared in stories. They had some ceramic eggs that were so pretty and they were on sale. Those would be really pretty in here. But this is like a perfect little basket for spring. So I grabbed that. And then I grabbed this massive basket. It's just a really cool shape. And I think it would look really pretty on the wall, hanging on the wall. I may try and DIY something with this, so stay tuned for that. But you guys, these old baskets, and this one's big. Like this would, it actually, if I didn't have a basket with Hilly's toys in it, it'd be perfect for that. It's like a really big, strong basket. Speaking of Target trip, I was also sharing in my Target trip what to look for when you're searching for baskets and what to buy and what not to buy. So you'll have to check that out. I think that's coming out if it hasn't already on my page. I also grabbed this basket that I want to kind of spruce up a little bit. It will not look like this when I'm done, but I grabbed this basket again. I have a problem with baskets. So that's another little DIY that will be coming up. Okay. I grabbed these little ceramic berry baskets. These are always fun. Again, spring and summer. They're a good color, and I found there were 2 of them there. So I grabbed those. You guys need to tell me if you're on here. Please tell me you're on here. Let me know which item is your favorite as I'm sharing these, because I always like to see what your favorite thing is. And I usually tell you if I remember what mine is. This thing, I love this thing. This thing, it's big, if you can tell. It's heavy. And it's stamped England on the bottom. It's got like I'll show it to you here in a minute. I'm trying to get this off. Can you guys see that little, like the stamp right here? If anybody knows any more about this thing, it's unbelievable. I even love the way it looks here. Some of these items will be on my shop page on Wednesday. And I did link the shop page in the description at noon Central Time, but this thing is special. I wish it's big too. So I don't know. I'll have to look up what that thing is. Maybe I'll be able to find it. Okay. I grabbed this piece. I'm hoping to share some things with this in a video or a live or something. I just need to find one more thing that is a good candidate for what I want to do with it before I share it with you guys. Then I always pick up these when I find them. I love these. I have seen, if you like get Country Living magazine or just go on Pinterest and look at Country Living, people have collections of these like just lined up on shelves and different things. They just always look so cool. So these mashers, I grabbed this one. I found that. And then I found this little guy. So this was some of this stuff. The masher was at Restore. This piece was at Restore. And then these next 2 items were at Restore. So somebody kind of had a primitive vibe in their home and you could tell that they got rid of it. So this little stool was there. They had these, and I don't know. I mean, they look newer then. I mean, and this, I don't know if I would, this looks newer. Like this, I mean, it's perfect though. It's all wood. It's stained a blue color. These are the things that I love to use on the back of shelves. And this one's actually taller. So I love buying these as risers, and they had a bigger one, but they had these like wood, you know, like the wood, I want to call them hat boxes and they're not, but they're just wood round boxes. And they were stained, kind of the primitive color stains, but I think they were new. And I think there were 9 of them. I don't know. And they put on their primitive something boxes, and they were over $100. I don't even remember what they were, but I was like, before you just call it that stuff, it's kind of like, Matt was with me at Restore, and he's like, they just put vintage, the word vintage on everything. Vintage. If it's not vintage, don't put it on there. But they think if they put the word vintage on there, then they kind of jack up the prices. But anyway, I will always pick up any little risers like this because they're perfect for all kinds of, and you can paint this and change that up to fit your style. So this thing, I absolutely love this thing. Number one, it's green. And this is how I saw it. So kind of, right? It has like the best patina on it too. You guys. And so it's one of these like stamps, but it's like a beehive. And it's like, you can tell it's like hand carved. How am I going to show you that? Like it's, because it's not perfect by any means. Like you can see kind of around the edge. It's not perfect, but so I love this little guy. So I grabbed that. Again, some of these items will be on my shop page on Wednesday. And that is all I had that I picked up over the last week that I wanted to share with you. I also, with my last live, when I shared what the salve does between wood and metal, so I shared that with you, but I just want to show you, you guys, I literally have not wiped this off yet. So it's definitely soaked in, you know, what it is going to do. But it's still, I don't know if you can tell it's still like got some, but I just wanted to share that you can let this stuff do its magic. It's been how many days? When did I do that? Friday? I might have done that Thursday. I don't know. It still smells so good. But anyway, so I need to wipe this off yet, but I just wanted to show, because it was sitting here still, that it's okay. You don't have to like wipe it all the way off. And I sometimes feel like the more you let it sit there, kind of like with the wood too, it just kind of does more of its magic, and it's just amazing. So, okay, what's your favorite? I see somebody said something. We are live, you guys. Okay. How do I ever part with great items? I love this question, Lisa. So, a little bit about me. I love to decorate our home. I love to change things up, but I do not love to store things, and I do not love to have it look cluttered. So with me changing things all the time, and we're always doing projects and things, I have to get rid of things when I bring new things in. And so I will never just have like a box of pretty things that I don't have out, if that makes sense. So it's just part of who I am. It makes our home function well. It gives me that creative, I need to change things up. I kind of get bored with the way things are. I'm always trying to find different ways to make things function better in our home or look better in our home, or, and I kept getting people asking me if they could buy the things I was finding. So it's kind of fun because I get to shop for me and for other people. So when I find amazing things that I don't have room for, it's fun to put it in the shop, and then other people can enjoy it. So that's just kind of the way I've always been, and it works well for me. You guys know I have a whole organization guide that I can help you get organized. I just don't understand. I just don't ever want to just store things to say I have them if I'm not going to use them or put them out, if that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, let me know. Okay, so you guys are telling me that's a butter stamp. This is a butter stamp. Is it really? That's even cooler. I just think I love that it's not perfect either. Okay, let me see. The beehive press, right? That was so cool. Is a butter stamp. Basket nest. I love that too. That was like really cool. The large basket, it's massive. The large basket, the bells. I will love them at Christmas. At Christmas, they're so, and it's so inexpensive, because if you want to find, I do have an entire blog post on my website where I did find where you can buy like the garlands and the bells, where you can find like inexpensive dupes, but this is even more inexpensive. And another cheese boxes. did I, wait a minute. Shaker boxes, cheese boxes. You live in Jersey and your Restore sucks. Do you only have one there? It's like when I hear Jersey, it's like, isn't that massive? Like there's got to be 20 stores there. That's just what I think. A church, it could be a church candle. That would even be cooler too. I mean, I don't know. It is really cool. The berry baskets, I just found some white cardboard ones that are perfect for spring. And yes, they even look really cool just stacked up. I used to have some old, you know, like the kind of like the wood real thin berry baskets. I found like a whole stack of them, and I made Easter gifts with them. Made May Day baskets out of them. You can do so many things with them. Firewood would be nice in it. Yes, kind of a smaller, it probably looks more massive on the camera. It's big. It is a good big size. You could definitely put some firewood in there, just not like a ton. But yes. Have you seen those baskets, that like real antique baskets that they hang on the walls? They're amazing. And so I was just thinking about doing something. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to see. The Restore by your house is horror. Okay, just turning in, must watch the replay. Cheese boxes are the wooden round primitive. Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Did I pick up some cheese boxes? And I'm like, I don't remember. Okay, I see what you're saying. But okay, so they're not hat boxes. It's the wood ones, but they, you know how they looked like reproduction ones. That's what I was trying to say. So, no, do you need a sealer after using the salve? No, Kathy, not at all. So I don't know if you're talking about this project in particular. Like the table I'm standing at right now is the one, I shared it here. It's on my YouTube channel, that I found in that shed or that garage. And I just came home and all I did was I cleaned it off, obviously. And then I just put the salve on it, but nothing else. No, nothing else. It's kind of like the salve. No. And the bells. Yes, you can see the bells. Yeah, if you're just coming on and want to see something else, let me know. But no, I did not put anything else on this table, and I don't want to, and it's still great. And that was at the beginning of last summer. So these are the bells I was saying. Look at wind chimes at yard sales, estate sales, church sales, thrift stores. And they usually have some really cool bells. Like I said, it's been a long time since I found one like this. But they kind of, I mean, they're obviously not old antique bells, but when you take these off, they look a lot like, they're a good dupe for the antique bells. But usually I find them and they're the triangle bells. So I was super excited to find these. Always look at the wind chimes, because the bells on there, you can repurpose them. The beehive stamp. Okay. I just want to make sure. Cheese boxes. Okay, Gail, this makes me so happy. I received my wood salve and love it. Did it on an antique wood bowl and it's amazing. Thank you for recommending. You're welcome. Like, was it like a totally different bowl? I mean, but yet still great, right? Like, because you said it's an antique bowl. It like keeps the antique look and like amazingness, but yet it's just unbelievable, especially for those items that have just kind of, need just a little bit of something. I just love that stuff. Oh my gosh, Miss Most. I remember walking down the road to buy our butter and milk from a lady that milked her cows and made her butter to sell. You bring back so many childhood memories for you. That's so cool. That's why I think I love this stuff. I mean, I didn't ever do that, but I don't know. I just love the old stuff and the way they used to do stuff. And I think it's because I crave simplicity and I crave a simple life sometimes, because there's so much hustle and bustle. There's so much noise all the time that some of these things, I just love the old things. I just do. So, okay. Any other questions, or can I show you? Beverly, after this, I actually just did a video last week. I want to say it was Friday, but it could have been Thursday. And I shared a salve. And if you go back on my feed, you will be able to find the live video. And I had a wood. I'm like, what else did I do? It was a piece of wood. It was a wood box. And then I also did this green metal box to show you the difference, what it can do for wood and what it can do for metal. And I have the link and everything in that post, in that video. So if you go back and check for that, you can find that for sure. If you don't find it, let me know. Just message me and I can send you the link. But the video kind of shows what it does. So it's good to see. It's fun. Every time I get that stuff out, I'm just like excited what it's going to do. So okay, I think that's everything. I have a couple of projects, like I said. Either it'll be in a video, maybe I'll do some of these live. I want it to be warm out so I can go outside and do some videos live out there, even though I don't get great reception out in the garage. But there's just some things that I need to do outside. I'm just waiting for normal weather because I can't do the things I want to do out there. I also just got a paint, one of my next paint order, so I'm going to open that too. So maybe I'll do that live tomorrow or something. Oh my gosh, Kathy, I am waiting for my salve order to arrive. Can't wait to try it. You are going to love it. What? Oh, I should ask you guys, what scent did you guys get? And was it super hard to like just pick one? Because there's so many good ones. Like I just need, like if they could send like the scratch and sniff stickers. Oh my gosh, who had a sticker collection? I did. The Lisa Frank stickers, the scratch and sniff stickers. But if they could just have like a scratch and sniff so then you could smell them all. I mean, they have paint decks, like paint swatches, like for the different colors. They should have a scratch and sniff deck for the different scents because, oh, yeah. So, okay. Yes, if you can't find it, Beverly, just let me know. Just let me know and I can help you. Okay, I think that's it. I will be on sometime this week. Let me know what your favorite item was. If you're watching this on replay, let me know you were here. If you have any other ideas and other things you want me to share here live or do here live, let me know. Those are always, Gail, you got what I recommended in Yum, right? Right? It smells so good. So yeah, so just let me know that too. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday. I hope it's warmer wherever you are. Iowa is just, we're still hanging on to winter a little bit. So, all right, guys, have a good day.